Word of Visionaries, man. What it do with y'all? Welcome back to another video out in this bit. Um, yeah, man. For the past two videos that y'all see on this channel, man, I was going through it out in this bitch. I ain't gonna sit back and cap. You know what I'm saying? So today is day one of me being back on my A game. Today is day one of me being back on NoFap again, and hopefully I can go through the NoFap relapse loop. Y'all want to know what that is? Just go on my videos and just look for the title, NoFap relapse loop. But anyways, man, so title of this video right here I want to talk to y'all about, man. I made a video about this on my Word of Trillionaires, but the reason that's why I'm uploading again is because, one, I feel like talking about it still, and two, you know, the video file, my phone was on 1% when that happened, so gotta remake it out in this bitch. I'm gonna put it on this one. So title of this video is gonna be called the fuck? But title of this video is gonna be called I'm Changing My Age. Now let me explain. You see, I found out about the fountain of youth. I'm telling you what it is, real talk, man. I found out about the fountain of youth for a very long time. It's been like ever since 2020 out in this bitch, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I wasn't, you know, since I was young and shit like that, I haven't, you know, it wasn't no need for me to use the fountain of youth. Now, I'm still young as my shit, but you know what I'm saying? But the reason as to why I plan on using it now, and I ain't gonna spec and cap to you, man. I kind of used it earlier today on some shit. If y'all can see the difference, I ain't fully going in like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't fully going in yet. I'm telling you what it is. But the reason as to why I'm going to use the fountain of youth is a reason as to why I'm going to use it. You see, the first reason, well, before I even get to my real reason as to why I'm about to use it, like in this current moment, I'm about to tell you like the reason as to why I'm gonna use it in the future. Now, the reason as to why I'm gonna use it in the future, you see, I'm not in my 30s yet. I'm far from it out in this bit. I'm telling you what it is. But you know, basically, when I reach 30 years old, man, or 35, you know what I'm saying? Damn sure 35. When I reach 35 years old, my G, I'm reversing my age back to 18 out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. Me personally, man, I don't believe in getting old out in this bitch. I really don't believe it. And to be honest with you, man, I can't see myself being 35 or some shit. Maybe I could. I don't know. But, you know, I found me the fountain of youth. Therefore, I'm gonna look 18 out in this bitch when I'm 35 or some shit. And also another reason as to why I'm going to do it in the future is because, you know, I'm just going to tell you the game. You see, I ain't trying to go too deep out in this bitch, but basically the goal is to get the youth a part of the plan. Now, what I mean is basically the youth the youth are the ones, to be honest with you, man, the youth are the ones that runs the world. As you can clearly see, the youth, they the ones that determine which music is fire or not. When it comes to the youth, they determine which one is like what clothes are fashionable or not. You know, what's some other things? You know, video games, or you know, what's popular, what's trending. The youth, I'm telling you, man. And this is why, you know, this is basically what I'm saying is the goal is to influence the youth. I'm not talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, that's a reason as to why I'm gonna, you know, reverse my age, you know, to influence the youth. But, you know, the goal is to influence the youth. When you got the youth under your control, and you got the world under your control. And then when the youth in that present generation, right, when they get older on some shit, they're going to teach their kids what it is that they was brought up on. And then, you know, it's going to be the same cycle. Then that, you know, the future jits, they're going to teach the new future jits, and the new future jits going to teach the new future jits. You understand what I'm saying? So it's something called a generational curse. And this is why you see, and this is why, you know, the old generation is teaching the new generation, like this present generation. This is why they're teaching them what it is that they have been brought upon. Because, and then, like, so let's say, you know, you've been brought upon, you know, get a job, working 9 to 5, slave. You know what I'm saying? For the old gen, they're going to teach the new gen that. And the new gen, they're going to teach the other new gen that. So that's why I'm saying, like, when it comes to, like, you know, influence plays a major role, and the goal is to influence the youth. When you influence the youth, this is why the youth is fucked up now. I'm just telling you what it is, but that's the goal, though. So that's another reason as to why I'm reversing my age, so I could stay in culture on some shit. Because when you get old and shit, you're not gonna understand the culture no more. I'm telling you what it is. But the reason as to why I'm doing it now, why am I reversing my age now? Because like I said, I'm still young and some shit. Like real talk, you know, I'm below 25, about to turn 25. But you know, real shit though. But but the reason as to why I'm reversing my age back is simply because I didn't live my very few first ages of adulthood correctly. Now, what do I mean by that? You see, if y'all were to see my past two videos or some shit, I was going through it. And you know, basically, you know, when it comes to like addictions, that's a delay. And what I'm saying is, you know, since I had a problem with that shit, it delays your time. It delays you being great. It delays you being on your A game. It delays you being doing what it is that you got to do. So that's one of that's a delay. You know what I'm saying? I had addictions. Listen, let me use another thing. Finances. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, I've been broke my whole life on some shit. I never seen 10,000. I'm just telling you, well, real shit. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, here I go. I want to attain the life of my dreams, some shit like that. Motherfucking, I ain't gonna spec cat to you, man. The time I touch $1 million, I don't know how long that's gonna be from now. I'm just telling you what it is. I should have been had me $1 million or some shit. It's not even just a million, but it could be 100,000, or it could be even 50,000. I ain't even touched none of that shit yet. So basically what I'm saying is, motherfucker, I've been financially broke this whole entire time. And it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? It's my fault and I haven't been taught about shit. But what's some other things, man? You know, here I was complaining about my dating life and shit like that. You know, in my mind, I was thinking that I was struggling trying to get women and shit like that. You know, and I'm telling you what it is. And basically, you know, I've been complaining about that for a very long time with some shit. What's some other things, man? You know, just complaining in general. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know, trying to be the best version I could be and shit like that. Point I'm trying to get across is, I call all of those things right there, I call all of that the come up. And basically, what the come up means to me is when you are in the process of trying to be the best you. Because they always say, as a man, they always say that a man's prime is when they reach 35. And the reason for it being is because for those past, you know, 18 was 18 plus, what's 35 minus 18 or some shit? Well, hold up. Like 15 years or some shit? Am I right? 17 years, right? I think, yeah, hold on. I have no idea out in this bitch. But point I'm trying to get across though, man. A man reaches his prime when he's 35 years old. And the reason for it being is because for those past, you know, 10 plus years or some shit, he was going through it. You know what I'm saying? He had addictions. He was complaining about life. He didn't know what to do. He was lost. You know what I'm saying? Financially broke. All of those things are going to delay you into living your best life. And me personally, man, I'm very lucky enough to even figure this shit out. I'm very lucky enough to even find out about this shit. Because I'm telling you, this is, men reach their primes when they're 35 years old because they have been bullshitting for the past 10 plus years. But it's not the fact that they have, you know, well, it is because they've been bullshitting, you know, manually, you know, as in like they was doing it to themselves. But you know, like I just told you, here you go, you just trying to figure out what life is. You just trying to figure out, you know, the realities and, you know, why is life serious and shit like that. But the point I'm trying to get across is that's why men reach their prime when they're 35. But since, you know, like I said, I'm very lucky enough to even find out about this shit. But you know what happens is, you know, when a man reaches his prime when he's 35, here go all of a sudden, when 35 years old, right? All of a sudden now you living out the life of your dreams. Hey, fuck all of that shit, B. Fuck all of that, because motherfucker 35 years old. Motherfucker, you're old at that point. I'm telling you, 35 is considered old. I'm sorry to tell you. And the reason as to why I'm saying it's old is simply because, motherfucker, you almost 40 years old out in this bitch. You're not, look, man, most people that's in their 40s on some shit, they're not motherfucking they're not motherfucking having the same health capabilities as like a young, like an 18-year-old or, you know, person in their early 20s got. I'm telling you what it is. Real shit. I'm telling you, man, you can't do the same shit an 18-year-old does when you're 35, unless you find a fountain of youth like how I did. I'm telling you what it is. But, you know, most people, they don't got that. But point I'm trying to get across, though, when you're 35 years old, what the fuck it is you gonna do? What the fuck it is you gonna do on some shit? So that's what I'm saying, man. Well, as a man, you know, this video's, you know, it's geared to women and men, but, you know, it might be more geared to men, but it's just, when you are in the come up process of trying to figure everything out, right? You know, when you're in the come up process, right, you're going to go through problems. You're going to complain about your life. You're going to go through addictions. You're going to go through struggles. If you're a person that got a dream or something like that, right, you're gonna work towards attaining your dream, but you don't have it yet. Point I'm trying to get across is when you are in that come up process, you're gonna waste a whole lot of time. And that's all I'm saying, man. I wasted a whole lot of time in my early adulthood years. I'm about to be motherfucker. I'm 20, motherfucker. Well, I just told you, but you know, by the time I'm 50, it's gonna be 25 years old until I reach 50 years old out in this. Currently, at the current moment, it's 26, but about to be 25 years old till I reach 50. So, motherfucker, I'm telling you what it is. But point I'm trying to get across though, I wasted a whole lot of time. You know, I was battling addictions. I wasted time. I didn't know that. You know, and to all my people that's that's fighting addictions, right? My addiction that I had, man, I was jacking off every single fucking day. Real shit. I just made 2 videos about it. For this whole entire week, I've been off of my A game simply because of that one addiction. Do you know what I could have done for that whole entire week? I could have literally made some money for this whole entire week. I could have literally traveled to a whole different state or a whole different country. Motherfucker, I could have what's some other shit I could have did? I could have been talking to women and shit like that. But since I had this addiction, right? Since I had this addiction for 1 week straight, I was off of my A game and I wasted a whole lot of time. That's all I'm trying to say, man. When we are young, we don't realize the most valuable thing it is that we have is time. Because I remember like a couple of days ago, right? It was this person, he was interviewing like a 42-year-old, and like at the end of the video, he was like the 42-year-old, he was saying like, you know, the most valuable thing it is that we have is time. He old. Motherfucker, I'm 42 years old out in this bitch. He letting all the young people know. The most valuable thing it is that you got is time. But when we're young, we don't realize how powerful time is. So here you go. Let's say you're an 18-year-old right now, right? Here you go. You got addictions. If you're a man right now, you 18 years old. There's a 9.9 times out of 10 chance that you're beating off every single day. I know you watching this video. Yeah, you, buddy. I know for a fact you probably beating off every single day, and it's really not your fault. Honestly, it's really not your fault. You know, that's some bullshit. We gotta fight this. You know, the hardest battle on this earth is your sexual energy. I'm telling you, I don't know why the guys made this shit hella hard. But point I'm trying to get across though, is here you go. You probably 18 years old or some shit like that. You're beating off every single day. Little do you know, you're wasting time out in this bitch. You're wasting time. It's gonna be a point in time you're gonna be 21. 3 years. What did you do? You still beating off. You wasted your whole 18, 19, and 20. I'm telling you, man, time creeps up on you on some shit. I'm telling you what it is. Look, man, I'm speaking from experience out of this bitch. I know how it feels to be 18. I know how it feels to be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I'm 24 at the current moment. I know how it feels. And guess what? I failed in all stages of that shit. I wouldn't say I fully failed. Like, you know, I didn't live the life of my dreams. I was complaining about my dating life, jacking off most of the time, going through addictions. I wasted a whole lot of time, bro. And that's why I'm making this video right now. I just want you to know. Don't make the same mistake it is that I made, my G. But that's why I'm reversing my age, man. Real shit. That's why I'm reversing my age back. Because I didn't live it correctly the first time. I didn't live my first few ages of adulthood right the first time. So I'm reversing my age back, G. Me personally, man, I plan to go 5 years back. So I'm 24 right now. I'm 19. I may not look it right now on some shit, but I'm telling you, man, I'm really about to use the phone of you with some shit. Motherfuckers would not even know. Matter of fact, you know, I've been using it. Matter of fact, when I was on my A game like 2 weeks ago, right? Motherfucker, I was looking 20 years old out in this bitch. Motherfuckers thought I was 20. I know for a fact. Hey, look, man, to be honest with you, if people could change their gender on some shit, people had the right to change their age. I'm changing my age, B. I'm telling you what it is. But real shit though, man. I'm reversing my age back though, man. And that's all. Me personally, I'm reversing my age back 5 years younger. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, you know, when I'm 25, motherfucker, I'm 20. And like I just told you, it's a reason why I'm doing this, man. Because I didn't live my first few years of adulthood correctly, man. I should not be no 25 years old living in my motherfucking parents' house. I should not be no 25 years old broke. And you know, and before y'all even say, oh, that's not bad or that's not wrong, yes it is. And let me give you an example right quick. You know, when you know insurance policies, right? Insurance policies, if you under your parents' insurance policies, right, they're going to take you off when you're 25 simply because they think that you got your life together. And you want to know something? That's how it's supposed to be. When you're 25, bro, when you're 25, you should have your life together by then. You should. But the thing it is what I'm talking about in this video. You're going to go through a whole lot of distractions as a man. You're going to go through a whole lot of distractions. You're going to go through a whole lot of addictions. You're going to complain. You're going to stress about life. You're trying to figure everything out. And what's going to happen is it's going to delay you from being where it is that you're supposed to be. So then, you know, you're going to be in the same position I am in right now, fucked up at your age. I'm speaking from experience out in this bitch, man. And you want to know the sad part is, I'm not the only one going through this shit. Because the majority of men are going through what I'm going through right now, even worse. Women too on some shit, real talk. Women is going through the same shit. I was a failure, bro. Most men are failures. I'm telling you what, I was a failure. I didn't know. And that's the thing, we don't know. We don't know when we are down bad. And I'm telling you, man, you don't know when you're down bad. Here you go, you're jacking off every single day. You don't know that you just decreasing your wellness of life. When you're complaining about whatever it is, your finances or dating, when it comes to like health, I don't know. But when it comes to whatever those things, when you're complaining about, you don't realize you're wasting time. You don't realize it. You don't realize it until what? Until you get older. Me personally, man, I'm just lucky enough I found this still at a young age. So, like I said, man, me personally, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm reversing my age, G. I got to go 5 years back in time out in this bitch, man. Real shit. I ain't living right the first time, G. I got to go back in time and I got to live it right. So, but yeah, man, so if you're a person that want to go back in time and, you know what I'm saying, live your ages again, man, hey, man, go ahead and do it. I'm just telling you what it is. It's possible to do. You could go back in time and you could relive your early stages of adult. I'm telling you, man. It's literally something called the fountain of youth. You could literally do this shit if you want to. And the thing is, it's technically kind of a cheat code because you're gonna have more knowledge and experience. I'm telling you what it is. But yeah, man. I'm gonna get this video up to 20 minutes, man. So other than that, I think I got my point across, man. So basically what I plan to do is I plan to reach my prime when I'm 20 years old. That's when I plan to reach my prime when I'm 20. Because as a man, look, man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. The real prime ages of a man is really either 20, 25, or 18. And the reason for it being is because, motherfucker, you're young. You're going to be the most fit, the most energetic, the most attractive that you ever been. But the only thing that you're missing, though, one of the biggest things that most men at a young age are missing is their finances. And when you don't have your finances up to par, motherfucker, you will not go far. I'm telling you what it is. So this is why when you reach this is why they always say men reach their prime when they're in their mid-30s, 35 years old. Because that's when they got their finances together. And when you get your finances together, you're gonna have less stress, less complaints. I'm telling you what it is. You're gonna be able to afford whatever it is that you need to afford. All I'm saying is, man, don't be no old head in your prime, 35. Don't be no old head in your prime. Be 25, 21, or 18 or 20. Be a young person in your prime. telling you, man. Man. But anyways, man, I'm reversing my age 5 years back. So if you like this video, man, I'm gonna get this up to 20 minutes. Motherfucker, if you like this video, stay tuned for some more videos, and we out. Peace up.